Hello, today we shall be talking about / reviewing The Flash from the New 52, Volume 1, I believe it, correct, Move Forward, and this is by Francis Manapul and Brian Blasito. I probably mispronounced that, I am sorry, but without further ado, shall we begin? So, Volume 1 collects issues 1 through 7. It includes a Rogues story, not the origin. Iris is not a very big part of it whatsoever. Why can't I think of her name? Patty Spivot is the main love interest in this, and I was completely fine with that. She was very interesting. Joe West, there's a very interesting twist with him, but that's later on down the line, so I won't talk about that now, but he's not a big part of it, but it's very interesting once they get to it. But anyway, this is about issues 1 through 7. Oh, it ends with an actual tease of Gorilla Grodd, which I thought that was actually pretty interesting. I read so many comics, I'm just trying to get my one forward with this one. Yes, okay. The artwork is awesome, as always. There's always good artwork in the New 52. I know a lot of people didn't like the New 52, but if that's anything that they did very well, it's the artwork. The artwork is just beautiful. But anyway, this is the story of... There's flashbacks of Barry with his best friend, and then his best friend actually comes back and he's alive. He's like, how are you alive? But then, so yeah, this will be a spoiler review. But anyway, we find out that he's actually still alive, and we're actually, like, surprised by that. Barry's like, oh, it's cool that you're back. Something off with him. You know there's something off with him. And then we later on find out that there actually is something off with him. He is the villain, and there's multiple copies of him, and they're all trying to survive because they only survive for, I want to say, like, 12 days, 13 is very low, but they only survive for so long, and it's actually pretty interesting as an engaging story. You want to know why they can only survive for so long, and I found it very, very interesting. I raced, pun intended, I raced through the first couple of issues. It was very good. There's flashbacks of him, and then that's the villains, but we later on find out that that's all actually him, and it's very interesting. There's an actual scene where he has to phase a plane because it's going to crash, and I believe it's in the Flash season 5. He does that with his daughter Nora, and it was torn right from the comics, so I thought that was really cool. New 52, like, these first couple issues that I read is a very, very good run. I thought it was very good. I enjoyed the hell out of it. The gang that his best friend is, pretty much, is called the Mob Rule. And this is the first I've ever heard of them. They gave me a lot of vibes of Multiplex. I don't know if this was the original Multiplex, but it was very interesting. As I said, Patty Spivot's the main character. And then he actually goes into the Speed Force. He has a fight with Captain Cold, actually on a lake, and he freezes it, and then a ship goes up like this, and then he has to save the day. So Captain Cold's one of the first rogues introduced. Flash decides to jump into the multiverse. We whoosh by Gorilla City, where we see Solivar and Grodd arguing, and that's all that we see for now. So when Flash gets thrown into the Speed Force, he runs into somebody that's been in there for as long as you can remember. I believe his name was Turbine? Here, I want to make sure I got that right. Yeah, his name was Turbine, and he went crazy because he was stuck in there for so long, but Flash finally gets through to him, and then they end up working together and they find their way out. But once they actually find their way out, Iris and all of them actually get sucked into it, and it was really, it's very good. I would definitely recommend it. We see that Grodd has killed Solivar, well, encaged Solivar, and is taking over. And that's how Volume 1 ends, so it does make sure that you want to see what happens in Volume 2. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and a subscribe so I know to keep making more of these. Thanks for watching as always, and I will see all of you in the next video. Bye!